We have to sort of balance moving innovative stuff forward with keeping things safe and not letting exuberance get the better of us. Yeah, that's a great question. If we're trying to treat something like dementia, we have to get more creative. Yes, I often get asked this question. Paul Knoepfler, a professor at UC Davis School of Medicine and a stem cell and cancer researcher. It's a tough question. For me as a stem cell biologist, I also wish things would go faster. Like I remember hearing about iPS cells for the first time in 2006 and then human iPS cells in 2007. And I think everyone was really excited that these would quickly transform regenerative medicine. And now here we are, maybe about almost 20 years later, and we haven't gotten that far clinically in terms of approvals around the world. So I think the reason is that it's just extremely difficult science to do this right clinically. It's not only difficult science in terms of doing experiments in a lab, just on cells, that's hard enough, but to do actual clinical experiments is extremely challenging. And part of the frustration there is that of course, patients with specific conditions, especially really serious or life-threatening conditions, often don't have decades to wait. And even if it's not life-threatening, we still don't want people to be suffering for a really long time. So part of what takes so long is that we have to test for both safety and efficacy. So of course, the safety side comes first, right? We don't want to do harm with a new stem cell or other kind of cell therapy. And so this can involve testing on cells in addition to lab, animal models. Now there's more interest in testing out other kinds of models like organoids, things like that. And then eventually, once you've accumulated all this preclinical data, then you have to make the jump to studying it in people, right? And that can take a very long time. But you have to, on the other hand, especially like if you're a biotech, you have to promote what you're doing. You need investment, right? And many companies kind of fall into trouble kind of in the middle of this process. They can run out of money or get bogged down in regulatory challenges. So I think there are legitimate reasons to want agencies like the FDA and Health Canada and others to allow for some flexibility and to find ways to speed things up.